Hi, my name is Mike Serranos. You guys might know me from the CTS-V 2016 Owners Only Group. We've been working pretty hard on getting this Cadillac to perform this year. Current best so far are 925 at 150. That's a cam only, full bolt on, 200 shot of nitrous, best pass. Again, we really only had one good pass to work with. So in light of all that, one of the things we're noticing is that the car is really hitting the tire too hard in the rear and really squatting down, and the suspension is not recovering fast enough to be able to push back on the tire to get us down the track. I know a lot of guys, especially V2 guys, have been going the route of maybe Mensers or Sand Toughs, along with some other things to try to get the performance out of the suspension for a drag radial. And those are all great, options and companies to work with. I run Mensers on my race car and other cars we have at the shop, along with Sand Toughs. What we're doing here, though, is we're going to try and go a little different route with this DSC Sport active suspension controller. The guys over there have been great. I've been working with Jeremy, and they wanted us involved in helping to get a tune-up for their sport suspension controller. That'll work with the Caddy and hopefully alleviate us from having to go with a aftermarket shock controller. So I think that they can do it, and this is going to be an unboxing video for their product, and we're also going to go through some preliminary connections today with it in a series of videos to follow on how to hook it up and connect to it. Later on, we'll go through some tables and hopefully this year have some real world data to feed back to you guys, so that way if you do purchase this product, you'll have some solid suspension tunes right out of the gate. DSC does have a tune right out of the gate that will help the car, most likely at a slightly modified power level. I don't know that it's going to handle what we're making currently, which is about 1,015 to the tire. So that's where we come in, and we're going to be doing our best to get this thing to 60 foot like no other 4,500 pound car can. Got some cool graphics for the Caddy. They're gonna look real good. Nice box. This is the DSC Sport box. Hopefully there's no tape. Everything comes nicely packaged. There was no rattling, nothing bouncing around. They also included this handy cable to hook up to the controller at all times, so we don't have to dig too far into the trunk interior every time we want to make a connection. And some more logos. This is the controller. Looks like a connection here on the back. I thought I read something about some Wi-Fi. I'm not sure if this is the exact unit that does that. Pretty cool CTS-V logo on the top. And this is going to connect up into the left rear portion of the trunk. We've already partially disassembled that and took some stock pictures that we'll show you guys of the stock controller. But all in all, pretty cool unit. Looks like to be a pretty high resin plastic that is containing the module. So here we go.
All right guys, I'm Brad from PSR Performance, and Mike just did the unboxing. I'm going to show you guys how to get into the module and install the new DSC Sport module in the back of this 16 CTS-V. Basically, the first thing you gotta do is pull the plastic here on the trunk. There's two T30 Torx bolts that hold it in. and then the plastic pops out, and then you can basically, there's 2 plastic clips here, and you can pull the whole carpet to the side and be able to get in here. And then the module we're looking at is right here. So I'm going to reposition the camera so you guys can get a better look at it, and then I'll show you how to remove it. All right, so right here's the module. It has a big plug on it. Basically, you got to hit this little tab. The plug will actually rotate 90 degrees, and then it unplugs. And then there's like a little tab here that holds it down, and a black plastic tab you got to lift up here, and then the module just slides right out. And there's your factory suspension module. All right, so I'm getting ready to install the new module. It comes with a little rubber cap where the USB plug is out of the box, basically. What we ended up doing, just so the USB can't wiggle its way out, is we cut the end of the rubber cap off so it fits tight on the USB plug, so we can put it all in there and run the cable out and not have any issues with the plug coming out, and then we have to disassemble everything again. So I'm gonna install this in here, and we'll go from there. Basically just push it up in, you'll hear it kind of lock up in there, and now it's in. That's it. And then I just tuck the cable up in here, so it's kind of hanging out the back. We're gonna route it out through then, so it's in the trunk. But take the plug, kind of push it on a little bit, and then as you get it on there, you kind of wiggle this end in, and it'll just clip its way in there, and now it's in. And that's it. So we're gonna put the trunk back together, and I'll show you how we run the cable out. Basically, this panel is just going to flip over here and get all back together. So I'm going to do that here, and then we'll show you how to set it up from there. Once you have the DSC module all installed, you'll need to go to their website, and you will have to go through their registration process, which is all laid out very well right here. I didn't have any issues with it. It's pretty step by step, straightforward, and you're going to end up with having the software on your program. Basically, once you set it up with the registration, you will get an email, and you'll be able to download the software. You got to pick it out for what operating system you're using, obviously, whether you're 32X or 64X. But anyways, once you have that set up, you'll be able to have the program set up, which is this icon I have set up down here, and you'll open it up. Now, DSC sent us a base file for Mike's car. So what we're actually going to do is I'm going to pull some stuff around here. So we're just a little bit. We're actually comparing some stuff on his car before we got too involved with this. So this is what the software looks like. It's pretty straightforward. I'm going to do a little bit of a walkthrough here so you guys can see what to do. I'm going to open up the base file that they sent us, which is this one here. And we're going to open it up. So first and foremost, you have your main tabs up here across the top. And these are going to be your settings based off of what you have going on. The first one is G-force. Then you have brake, acceleration, speed, PTM, shock calibration, velocity, and settings. For Mike's car, he has the magnetic ride shock sensors. So the first part I want to start with is going to be the shock calibration. What you want to look at here is what they're calibrated at. Now, this is how DSC sent it to us. The Magna Ride shocks are set from low current to high current. Is either the low current would be a soft setting and a high current would be a firm setting. So 0% is soft, 100% is firm on his setup. It's calibrated by milliamps. So the 50 milliamps would be soft, and then 100 milliamps, or sorry, 1,000 milliamps would be hard. And as you can see, they have it set down through here for that. Now, what that ends up kind of putting together for you is if you want to tighten it up. So for us, what we want to do is we want to tighten up the rear of his car. I'm going to post a video right now.
you.